Up next is...
Yeah, Jake.
Gluten-free. Everybody, I'm Jake Huff, and honestly, I feel like I had to start off with a confession to make. And this is tough, but I'm the weakest link. I am gluten-free. And what that means is I can't eat wheat, barley, or rye. You ever go to one of the dining halls and see the little gluten-free labeling, gluten-free? That's for me. I'm that guy. And the way that I know that it's ridiculous that I can be taken down by sourdough is I am literally the weakest thing since sliced bread. Sliced bread. The most mundane thing you've ever heard of in your entire life is my one truest weakness. And the way I know how fucking ridiculous that is because they make entire movies where that's the premise. The only premise. You see the Jumanji movie with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart. Huge actors in this movie to play video game characters, and Kevin Hart is this pathetic little weakling character whose weakness is cake. That's my weakness. They decided that they were going to make the most stupid character possible, and they went, let's just make him Jake Huffaker. There's an entire movie about me. Now here's the difference between Kevin Hart and I. He eats a piece of cake and explodes. It's his weakness. He's from Hollywood. He's got badass explosions. I eat a piece of cake. I've got badass explosions. We are not the same, Kevin Hart and I. We are not the same. Now, I have a second confession to make, and this one's even worse. I'm an ORF major. And what that means is I'm a finance bro in training, or in other words, I'm studying to be a professional useless person. And speaking of useless, I just graduated high school. Anyone else here a product of the American public education system? Yeah, that's the only time anyone will ever cheer for the American public education system. But I am a product of that, which means I just graduated. I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to change. Oh, that was way louder. Holy shit. Okay. I don't know how to change a tire. I don't know how to fix a sink. I don't have any useful skills to provide for anybody ever. Hence, ORF major. But the reason why I'm an ORF major is because I figure I should learn about finance. I should learn about real estate. Because at some point I have to leave the orange bubble. I have to go out into the world, find a place to live so I don't die. But in learning about real estate, all I have about real estate is I hear from older people. They talk about how their house is worth $1 million, and the market keeps going up and up and up and up. $1 million. When back in 1976, they bought it for $12 and a blueberry. Now here's the question: $1 million. Who has to pay $1 million? Us, young people. We're the ones. I am sitting here, I am begging for a housing market crash. I am sitting here thinking, please, Lord, fuck some shit up. It's just too damn expensive. It's too damn expensive. Come on, guys. But here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Life is better now. It's way easier now. I mean, like I said, I just graduated high school, and in doing so, I had to learn about war history. Not anything useful, but war history. And in war history, we learn about Vietnam. We learn about the draft. Young people, boys, my age. Okay, ladder, good call. Young people, boys, my age, 19, 20, 18 years old, shipped off against their will all the way to Vietnam, where they were shot and killed. All the way shipped off to Vietnam. These days, the shootings come directly to your school for you. Call that one-day Amazon Prime shipping? Courtesy of the NRA? That's where you get the real public education training, though. You gotta know how to bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave. That is what public education is for. But we're gonna be honest about this. Things actually are better now. Could you imagine our generation back in World War II? Dig in the trenches, starving half to death, skin and bones, like haven't eaten in days, haven't eaten in weeks, when finally, thank God, finally, supply lines catch up. We're handing out the bread. Give me the bread. Give me the fucking bread. Starting to death. Is everyone looking at this bread going, excuse me? This bread gluten-free? No, that shit didn't fly back then. These days you walk around everybody, I'm lactose intolerant. You know what you did back then? You fucking tolerated it. Okay, you fucking tolerated it. It was that simple. Don't even get me started on the vegans. Turn around, shoot that guy in the face. He's just too annoying to keep around. I'm sorry. You're vegan? In war? That's a fucking liability. They didn't fly back then. But here, secret. Us celiacs, we have our own little war going between us and the vegans to see who can be the most annoying friend in the group. And you look at me, you can tell I'm winning. Just ask anybody who was on my all gluten-free OA trip. Yeah, that was fun for me to see everyone else at the cosplay Kevin Hart for the week. Now, could you imagine me in World War II? There is no all gluten-free platoon. Okay, I would have starved to death. There is no little dining hall labeling gluten-free. That's for me. No! They didn't have that shit. Would not have worked out for me at all. At all. My grandfather, though, he fought in World War II. He was in General Patton's platoon, shot in the line of duty, stormed the beaches of Normandy. He was an American hero. Boy, oh boy, if you can see me today taken down by a saltine cracker. Thank you. Up next, we have Jamie, and she is a fantastic comedian.